next piece is going to be this part of the cowling. That's gonna go there. It's going to be much easier to drill the holes for the barrel and gas system before I glue these shrouds on. The gas regulator is about 1/2 inch up, but I'm going to sand some off. So we'll make that 5/8 up, and the barrel is 2.5. So we'll make that, I'll go ahead and make that actual 2.5. Right. Next part's going to be the middle of the receiver. Before I invest too much time in these, I want to cut this out. This needs to be cut out quite carefully. These plunge cuts are very difficult. Might be time for a new blade. Okay, this is not cutting anymore. Okay, that looks pretty bad. This looks even worse. It'll be okay when we clean it all up. Maybe it won't. Next one. These pieces are going to get cleaned up on the belt sander. I'm going to take some material off and round this part up here a little bit. And then they'll drop back in. I'm not very happy with it. But considering how thin it ended up, I think I'll just redo it out of some denser foam. So I'll clean up this hole and then just trace it onto this foam and cut that out. I think that's going to turn out better. I think I'm going to need a little more thickness on these. Probably good. These two. I'm gonna mark these so I know which sides get glued. It's never a bad idea. I used to think that gloves were just to protect your hands from harmful chemicals. Now I realize they're just great to keep your hands clean. When I used to work on cars with my dad, I dropped the drain plug, oil pan drain plug, into the bucket of used oil. And he just had me reach in, elbow deep, pull it out. Now I know how cancerous that can be. All right, we're gonna let this dry for a while. I'm gonna line up this inside corner when I start, because that's the hardest thing to clean up. All the outside edges can be done on the belt sander, but the inside ones have to be done by hand. So, more lined up I can get those, the easier my job will be. There we go. Now these. All right. Now, I've got a lot of sanding to do, and I'm not going to film that. I think I have the next step planned. This part needs to be raised up. So I'm gonna cut it out and add some foam to it, and then sand it down to get this peak right here. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly indeed, but that'll be hidden. All right, that's gonna get glued onto that. I like to mark the sides that get glued just so there's no confusion. Hold on. This actually gets cut. It's not right. On the next one, I'll cut this piece a bit taller. For this one, this is gonna have to do. All right, so that's one additional layer of foam. I think I'm gonna want one more. Yeah, I'm gonna put one more layer on. All right, I've got several layers of the craft foam on here that I've sculpted with the belt sander. Now I'll just do that on the other side. Hold on. This piece stays flat, so it comes off. This is gonna get a piece of 2mm foam to raise it up just a tad. The rest of this gets the full 6mm stuff. The next step is going to be beveling these edges. We're going to cut this bevel off of this. Yeah, that's good, that's good. All right, I'm down on the sander. At some point I gotta clean this up too. I guess I'll do that right now. Pretty much finished. We're gonna start gluing these pieces on. Before I start gluing, I wanna make marks here for where they go.